What the did I just watch? I Saw the TV Glow really duped me by listing itself as a horror movie because this movie is not actually scary. In fact, the only thing that is actually scary about this movie is the fact that it makes you feel like you've fallen into someone's acid dream. So with this complaint out of the way, let's dig into this movie. Alrighty, thank you for joining me. If this is your first time to my channel, thank you for stopping by. I hope you click subscribe. I Saw the TV Glow is directed by Jane Schoenbrunn. I probably messed that name up. I am sorry if I did. This movie stars Justice Smith and Brigette Lundy-Paine. This movie tells the story of two teenagers that bond over their love of this cheesy Nickelodeon 90s style TV show called The Pink Opaque. It's one of those shows that you really love as a kid, but when you go back and watch it, you realize, holy shit, that show sucked. I found myself wanting to watch this movie because of Justice Smith. He's not the greatest actor by any means, but he has a lot of range. In this movie, he's playing a very shy, very quiet, timid guy who either ages very well or very poorly. You tell me, because this is him at the start of the movie. And then the movie has a time jump that says 2 years later, and he looks like this. You tell me, aging poor or aging great? He doesn't have a lot to do in this movie other than walk around looking depressed and sad and channeling that young man that he was at the beginning of this movie, because you can tell he really never grows out of that person. Now, I will say his character's home life is not great, so that is for sure the reason why he is such a damaged and unusual person. His friend Maddie is played by Brigette Lundy-Paine, an equally strange girl who is struggling to find happiness anywhere other than watching this TV show. On one hand, she is very relatable to me. I for sure have used movies and TV shows as a way to escape the way life makes me feel sometimes. This world is pretty harsh. I think we can all agree on that. And for some people, it's worse than others. People that had rough childhoods tend to need this kind of escape. And so she is a little bit relatable in that regard, but she forms an unnatural and unhealthy attachment to this TV show, and that is where I draw the line. I don't go that crazy. But again, she comes from a lousy home. She has a bad home life. You're not really sure why. You don't know what's going on. There's not signs of obvious abuse happening, but it's clear that she is escaping from her family with this TV show. One thing I definitely took away from this movie is the impact that an abusive childhood can have on somebody. It has long-term effects that can spread throughout your entire life. You can have nightmares. You can have just all kinds of depression, anxiety, drug problems can pop up. Abusing your kids is a good way to turn them into very sad, broken people who don't know how to function in life and don't know how to make friends, don't know how to maintain relationships. And that is what I kind of take from this movie. So I give high marks to the director for their vision and the way they handled the script and the way they allowed us to get into the mind of these two people and understand more about them through this very strange, odd movie. All that said, I can't say I really enjoyed this movie very much. It's just very strange. And like I said, I think it threw me off because it is labeled as a drama horror, but I spent the entire movie wondering when it was going to get scary. It never got scary. But this is not a horror movie. This is a drama that is pretending to be a horror movie. So for me, this movie is a 6 out of 10. That is not a horrible score. It's by no means a waste of your time if you do decide that you want to watch this movie. If you're looking for something that is going to be very trippy and just make you feel like you're on acid, this is that movie. This is going to do just that. But if you're like me and you're looking for something that is actually going to be scary, then this is not that. A24 doesn't usually make scary movies. They make dramas. That should have been my first clue. But here I am, duped and tricked by this movie's label. So I give kudos to the director, kudos to the actors. This movie does what it's trying to do, which is be a very strange movie that is pulling you in and giving you a glimpse of these two kids and to see what it's like living in the shoes of somebody whose only joy in life is by watching a cheesy 90s style show. Guys, that's all I have to say about this movie. Did you like this movie? If you did, please put your thoughts in the comments. If you didn't like this movie, put your thoughts in the comments. As always, if you like this video, please hit the like button so I can know that you liked it. And also, you should consider subscribing to my channel. And that's all I have to say. Later.